Welcome back to Notre Dame Day. I'm Chris Collinsworth, and I'm joined here in the studio by Dr. James Schmiedeler from the College of Engineering. Dr. Schmiedeler is an associate professor in the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. And please, Jim, tell us a little bit about what drew you to this beautiful campus here, because you now are turning into a bit of a lifer around here, aren't you?
That's right. I was an undergraduate here. I studied mechanical engineering. I was from the class of '96. And I took a course my junior year that was a required class for all mechanical engineers from a guy I work with now, Professor Mike Stanisic. His office is down the hall from mine now, and it really got me excited about robotics and designing robotic systems. And so he encouraged me to go off to graduate school and get a PhD in the area. And I did that. I've been away taught a few other places, and I've been back here on the faculty 7 years this fall.
So talk a little bit about this remarkable field. We have seen robotics go from sort of a Lost in Space episode when my generation, maybe a few people remember that out there, to something that is very commonplace in the world of business and putting automobiles together and whatever.
Yeah, it's really taking off, and we're seeing it in manufacturing applications. We're seeing it in healthcare. You'll see stroke patients doing robot-assisted rehab these days. We would do a little bit of research here at Notre Dame in that area. You'll see human augmentation with exoskeletons for military, for manufacturing, and for healthcare. You'll see some folks out there probably have a robot vacuum in their living rooms, right? That's the number one selling.
That's called me in our house, but yeah, go ahead, yeah.
But and it's only going to grow. You know, I think the internet made a huge splash 10 years ago, and I think robotics is poised to make a splash of that nature here in the next 10 to 15 years.
We've got a sample here of it looks like one of the kids' Christmas presents or something, but I would imagine this is a little more advanced. Look at this.
That's right. We do walking robots in my lab. This one's going to get back up on its own.
He's going to backstroke it.
Yeah. This one plays soccer. If you can see the ball. And we didn't build this robot. You'll notice the way it walks is very mechanical. It's very much a robotic type gait. And what we're interested in my lab is teaching robots and building robots that walk in a more human-like way. And one of the reasons we're interested in that is we'd like to help build better powered prostheses for amputees.
Oh my goodness.
And we'd like to solve the power problem. This one's got a big battery here in the back. And just like driving your car, power consumption is a major problem for robotics. And so we'd like to walk in a less mechanical way, a less robotic way, and a more human-like way. And that's a real push in the field of robotics today, is to make human-robot interaction easier and make robots that act in a more human-like way so that humans can anticipate what their behaviors will be.
So prosthetics at some point in time may be a little bit more of like the actual human hand or leg?
Sure. I think if you had, God forbid, an amputation today, the standard practice is to get a non-powered prosthesis, which simply can't replicate the function of your muscles. There's some great people working in that area. We do a little bit of work that translates from our robots into that area to look at how do we return that human to as much functionality as they had before the amputation. And as you can imagine, carrying a battery pack in your prosthesis all day long is a problem. And so you want to have that device that is optimized for you and is optimized to minimize the amount of energy it consumes so that you can wear it all day and get the benefit from it all day.
I've been to Walter Reed Hospital a couple of times with some of those brave men and women, and the idea that maybe one day they could not have a bit of that gait that comes from, but it's incredible already what they're doing.
It is. It's truly remarkable. And we're fortunate here at Notre Dame. We do some work with Memorial Hospital right here in South Bend, some really fantastic physical therapists there. We do balance therapy research with them. We're actually using the Nintendo Wii balance board for that work, just because it's an inexpensive device that people could take home and that any clinic in the U.S. could have. And so it lowers that cost barrier for improving the rehab outcome for those patients.
So you're a little bit of a gamer as well. You're not that old of a guy now. You probably like that Wii game a little bit.
I'm lucky. I work with some folks in computer science, and they're the real gamers on that project here at Notre Dame, and we work with some psychologists as well. And they're the folks that really, get inside the motivational pieces. I do the human biomechanics, so everybody's got a role to play.
All right, speaking of human biomechanics, I understand that, we have a little bit of a focus on football here in South Bend as well. We kind of like our football around here. I understand that we have a robot that actually has completed a forward pass now.
We've got a great program for our seniors in mechanical engineering. They've been building these wheeled robots that play a makeshift football game. And so if anybody's been here for the blue gold game, any of the previous years, we've been having for about the last 5 years a robot blue gold game. And then we went intercollegiate on it. We've played Ohio Northern University 4 times now. We've split 2 and 2. It's a classic home and home series. I just took the Notre Dame students down there to Ada, Ohio this spring for the game there. We won the away game to tie the series 2 and 2. And a couple years previous to that, our quarterback, which throws a ball basically with pitching machine wheels, it's a robot, completed the first pass in robot football. It's a great activity. It's a great challenge for our students to design these. And then at the end of the game, any of the younger kids that are there to watch the game come out and drive the robots and get excited about the science behind it themselves.
Well, it has been fantastic. I love that you're keeping Notre Dame on the cutting edge, and who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to call a robotics Super Bowl at one time.
We would love to see that happen. That'd be fantastic.
Dr. Schmiedeler, great seeing you.
Thank you very much.